Hi there, and welcome to my channel. Today, I'm going to be talking about 10 must-haves, or maybe they're just 10 wanna-haves, that will aid you in your self-hypnosis practice. Well, the first thing is actually something that I don't need because it is a book that I actually wrote. It's called Self-Hypnosis for the 21st Century. If you already know how to do self-hypnosis, then of course you don't need to read this, but I do have this available. You can get it on Amazon. I have all the links below for all the stuff I'm showing you today. It's not a very big book. It's pretty quick read, but I outlined for you the what I call the personal change blueprint, because getting into the state of hypnosis is like the state of meditation. It's easy, it's natural, we do it automatically, but knowing what to say to yourself and how to deliver those suggestions is really where the art and the skill of the hypnotist comes in. So make sure that you understand how to do self-hypnosis correctly. And if you think you might get some value out of reading that book, I recommend that to you. I also have a course that kind of goes along with it. You don't have to do both of them, but they do go well together. So there's that. You know, the name of this YouTube channel is Law of Attraction Hypnosis, right? And so I have this is the first book I wrote, actually, and this is where I explain the connection between law of attraction and hypnosis. The reason I'm showing you this is because this also has really good instruction for self-hypnosis in this. So if you're interested in learning self-hypnosis and you want to understand the connection between hypnosis and law of attraction, there's that. Those are the first two items. Like I said, I don't need those because I wrote them. I already know what's in them. Let's go on and take a look at what's next. For number 3 in your list of 10 wonderful things to have with self-hypnosis is this tangled up eye mask. Sorry. Eye masks are really amazing. I happen to be one of those people who, when I close my eyes, they don't really shut tight. And so a little bit of light will always come in. And I don't want to be distracted when I'm trying to do meditation or self-hypnosis by trying to keep my eyes shut tight enough to keep them dark. So I use an eye mask, but this is not just your ordinary eye mask. Check this out. Look at this. I'll turn it inside out. Let's see, I think it's better over here. Look at the contours in that. Can you see that? It's padded in there, which is so fabulous because you can wear this if you have eye makeup on, like I always wear mascara, well, during the day. It doesn't match my eyelashes. That's a big deal, I don't want to have to fiddle with makeup all the time. I want to do a hypnosis or a meditation in the middle of the day. This is a very good eye mask. It has a nice contour. I've got the link for it below. It's not expensive at all. So I recommend that you use this because when you're doing hypnosis, if you have any kind of light coming in or any kind of sounds coming in, that is extra information that your brain has to process. So what we want to do is we want to block anything visual, any kind of extra sounds or anything like that, so that your brain can just focus on the task at hand. If you're in the market for an eye mask, check this one out. I think you'll like it. It has an adjustable strap too, which is really good because we don't want it to be too tight or too loose. Eye mask. That was number 3. For item number 4, I'm going to recommend to you that you get some earbuds. These are mine. These are kind of old, but I love these so much. They're kind of outdated. To tell you the truth, most people have those little earbuds now. They're just those little things. They are not connected to each other. And, you just pop them in there and listen to whatever. Now, why would you need earbuds if you're doing self-hypnosis, right? What are you listening to? Well, some people like to record their own hypnosis session so they can listen to their own recording. Other people might want to have some meditative kind of music playing in the background from Spotify or, maybe their own playlist, whatever it is. So if you want to listen to something, don't just play it in the room, because if you are just playing it in the room, you're going to also hear any other sounds in the environment. The neighbor starts up the lawnmower or a noisy car goes down the street. Your brain's going to have to process that information, and that is going to take away from your ability to focus on what you're doing. So get some earbuds. I'm going to talk about these. The ones that I have linked below, it's the same company, it's the same idea, but they're a different model. I think these are actually outdated, but I love these because they are connected. I will not lose them at all. And just put them around my neck. They're very good. You can adjust your volume and answer your phone, any of that kind of stuff with these things. You know what they remind me of? This is very politically incorrect. They remind me of something we used to call idiot mittens. When my kids were little, they had these mittens on a string, and you would, thread them through the coat sleeves so they wouldn't lose them. It was a great idea. So maybe these are idiot headphones, and I must be an idiot because I absolutely love them. If you're going to listen to music or record your hypnosis session, use some good headphones, whatever kind you like. And along the same line of reasoning, if you don't want to listen to music or you don't want to record your own hypnosis session to listen to, you're going to want it absolutely quiet. So I have linked below these absolutely wonderful noise-canceling headphones. When it comes to choosing a pair of noise-canceling headphones, you want to look at something that looks comfortable to you. Some people prefer the really big ones that totally cover your ears. For some people, that's not their first choice. They want something a little bit smaller. Look at the one I've got linked. It's a very good one. It's at a reasonable price. You can spend a lot of money on these things if you want to. And you know what? If you are a gun shooter and you go to target practice, you might already have a good pair of noise-canceling headphones. So read the reviews, check these out. But again, I recommend that you do something to block any extraneous sound in your environment so that you have zero distractions while you're doing your self-hypnosis. Next up, if I can lift this up, I recommend that you get a Himalayan salt lamp. These have the most wonderful, wonderful soothing light. The light behind, oh, it's over there behind me at the top of that shelf. It's a salt lamp. Of course, I've got the overhead lights on, so it's not giving you the full effect. I love these things. I have them all over my house. And you can get them on Amazon. I've got it linked there. I have also purchased them before from Target. They're really heavy. And if they're charging you for shipping according to the weight of the object you're ordering, you might be better off to get them from Amazon with that free shipping. I've also seen these for sale at Home Goods. Maybe if you have a home goods store, you just drive down there and pick one up and not worry about shipping at all. Now, why on earth would I want you to have a light in the room if you're doing self-hypnosis and you're wearing an eye mask and it's dark? Good question. You want to set the tone for the environment because your eyes are not going to be closed when you first start, and they're not going to be closed when you finish. I think it's wonderful when you finish your self-hypnosis to be able to take off the eye mask and open your eyes and very gently acclimate back into your environment. That is easier done if you have some beautiful, soft lighting in the room instead of big, bright, harsh lamps. So there's that. I love these. You may already be very familiar with these. They come in all kinds of sizes, and some of them are very, they put them on a lathe and they're beautifully shaped and smoothed and all kinds of fancy stuff you can do with this. But it's a good idea to have this in your hypnosis room or your environment where you're doing self-hypnosis or meditation. I think you'll really like this. If you already have a self-hypnosis practice, you may have noticed already that when you get really, really relaxed and calmed down and you've got that heart rate a little slower and your brain waves a little slower, that it can feel a little bit cooler. And it's true, your body temperature sometimes drops a little bit when you're doing a meditation or self-hypnosis. And for that reason, I am recommending that you have something close by that you can use, a sweater, a favorite blanket, something like that. So if you already have one, then you can just ignore this. But like I said, I think the ritual is just as important as the routine. I like ritualistic things. It just makes it more fun for me to have the proper items, the eye mask and the earbuds and the salt lamp. And of course, I've read the books. And now look at this beautiful mandala blanket. again, this is just a recommendation. If you already have something, ignore this, but look at all of the options you have available to you. You might want to have something really, really warm and fluffy for a winter day, and something more light and just a lightweight covering if it's summertime where you're at. But I do recommend that you have something close by so that if you start to get a little bit uncomfortable, you can just reach down and grab that and give yourself a little bit of warmth. And following that theme of the blanket, you're also going to want someplace comfortable to sit. In my younger years, I was very comfortable sitting on the ground with my legs crossed, and I could get up and down with ease. And I could sit in that position for hours, and it didn't bother me at all, but not anymore. My favorite place to sit now when I'm doing meditation or hypnosis is in this office chair that I'm in right now. I really like this because it's, I can put my head back, supports my head, it's comfortable, it's cushy, it's just the right size for me. My feet are flat on the floor, so this is perfect for me. You may find that this pillow that I'm recommending would be just perfect for you because this is foldable. Look at this. I think it's fantastic. You can just fold it all the way out flat. It's long enough for you to sit on, and you can have your legs out straight and you're still on the pillow, or you can cross your legs, you can fold it up and put it against the wall and have a little bit of cushion right there. So take a look at this, and whether it's this or something else, look at the options available for you. I think it's really important to have a designated place for you to do your self-hypnosis. So you've got this cushion, you've got a blanket nearby, you've got the lighting just right with the salt lamp and everything else in place. It's really fun to do this. It makes it more fun. You look forward to doing it. And I think that you're going to be more inclined to do this on a regular basis if you have all this cool stuff to do it with. Two more things to talk about. One of them is incense. You may or may not want to burn incense while you're doing this. A lot of people really enjoy doing that when they're doing the meditation. I actually encourage my clients when they're listening to their recordings to not burn any incense or anything at all. And the reason for that is this. On occasion, when we're doing this kind of work, we will go into a deep enough trance state that we will have some sensory experiences. And I think it's nice to know that they were authentic experiences. In other words, you may smell your grandma's perfume. I oftentimes will get the smell of cigarettes. A dear friend of mine that passed years ago was a heavy, heavy smoker. And every time I smell that, I'm just like, oh, well, I know who's around now. But if I were burning incense or something else, number one, it might mask that. And I might not be quite sure if that's what I was smelling or if it was this or that. So for that reason, I don't want you to burn incense. But if you do want to burn incense, take a look at this variety pack. My favorite kind of incense is sandalwood. So I like to take what I like out of this, and then I can use all the others to give away as gifts. So they're not expensive. It's a fun thing to give people. And honestly, it's not something that a lot of people buy for themselves. So think about that and whether or not that would be something that would help you and your self-hypnosis practice. Last but not least, if you're going to burn incense, you got to have something cool to burn them in, right? You might already have something that you love. And if you're like me, you just find a potted plant with the plant high enough off the dirt. You just stick them in the dirt, and that way the ash falls in the dirt, and no problem with that. But take a look at this incense burner I ran across. I absolutely love this. I will be giving this as gifts this year. I can tell you that for sure. It holds the incense upside down so that the burning end is on the bottom and it burns up. I like that about it, so that you don't come to an incense that's already halfway burned and then it goes out. It also captures all of the ash in one little place. And this plastic part, this glass part, I'm not sure if it's glass or plastic, it lifts out so that you can clean that ash. I think this is a really attractive incense burner. But again, you may already have one. I have one in probably every room in my house, but I want to get this one. I really like this one. I think it's quite attractive. So again, it's not a necessity, but it's part of the ritual. And having the fun stuff around you just makes it I don't know, it's more enjoyable. And I really do feel like you'll be more inclined to practice your self-hypnosis on a daily basis if you have the right environment all set up. So now you do. You've got the cushion, you've got the blanket, you've got the smelly stuff if you want the incense going. You've got the perfect lighting with the salt lamp. You have an eye mask to keep the light out. You have earbuds or noise canceling headphones to keep the noise out. You've got the books to give you the precise directions on how to do this right. And I can't think of any reason why you will not have a successful self-hypnosis practice now. So that's it. I hope you've gotten something out of this. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. And I would like to ask you to please subscribe. And if you are excited about this kind of stuff, give me a thumbs up, drop some comments below, and let me know what you think about this. Any questions that you have about self-hypnosis, that's what I'm here for. So, happy hypnotizing, enjoy the process, enjoy the journey, and I will catch you later.